Good to see you back in my officer training program for those advanced tips and tricks, soldier. I'm glad you made it this far, but believe me, your training is far from over. You're not a man, you're a mouse, and I'm a cat with teeth and claws, and I will kill you given the chance. But you're not actually a mouse, you're a man. I've lost my train of thought. Ah yes, I'm DRBC 007 and you're joining me for part 2 of your officer training. Here I want to focus on how to take your soldiery warfare to the very next level and to shape you into a true leader of men. In war, the ones that succeed are the ones with the brains and brawn to outplay their opponents, and with the bravery and dedication only an officer can exhibit. Number 1. Squad Leader. If you've been listening to yours truly, you would have heard me rant and rave about the importance of a great squad leader. They can often be the most important component of the entire team, so this point has actually been broken down into 3 of its own. 1.1. Objective is your objective. Be mindful of when an order is complete and immediately set the next one. If you own all objectives, set a defense and reap the XP rewards. Set the objectives like there's no tomorrow. A through to F to attack and to defend. Don't stop. Even if you're not on the objective, tap it anyway. If it's been taken by your team, you'll get XP. Then immediately set the next objective. If one objective is being taken and you're miles away, don't charge it. Move to another one. Be smarter and talk to your squad. Tell them that B is marked for XP, but you're actually charging to A. This might seem like a simple thing to do, but you would be flabbergasted to know how many team leaders do not do that. 1.2. Order of the leader. Pull your finger out of your backside and point it at the objective. Simple, But sometimes tapping that spot button to set an objective or spot an enemy can actually be detrimental. Have you ever spotted an enemy for them to die and you accidentally change the order to another objective and miss out on the completion benefits? Of course, I've never done that, but I've seen it happen, and rage begins to flow. A way to stop this infuriating lack of ability is to go into the gameplay settings, then advanced, and go to context-based order giving and change that to no. How do I then give orders, you may ask? You have to hold the spot button, where a small semicircle with the objective and their status will appear, and that way you can give an order. Also, you can see how many squad leaders have set that particular objective, and perhaps not waste your squad when 4 others are charging to butter. This is really helpful when you look at the wider picture. Also, it allows you to set an order even when you can't look at the flag. Say when you're in a tank. You just hold down the spot button and choose the objective. 1.3. Stick together. Stick with your squad. Although you may think that they should stick with you, as any sane military man would believe, many insubordinate soldiers will fly off the rails and do whatever takes their fancy. So try and stick together. And if you're not the leader of your band of merry men, stick with your squad leader. Otherwise you'll end up lonelier than Kim Jong-il. I actually believe he said it best, don't you think?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why can't they be more intelligent, like me? I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely and sad we're wrong. There's no one, just me only, marking objectives are wrong. I work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously. So I'm lonely. Poor squad leader me. I'm lonely.
Number 2. Now that you know a little bit more about the necessity for squad leader, you can take a moment to learn how to destroy those tanks. Directional damage. Did you know that you can disable certain parts of a vehicle? Well, you can, and a coordinated attack can disable a tank quicker than a hefty team can deny eating that last bit of cake. In previous titles, vehicles had a single health bar, so you'd slowly whittle it down until it was nothing more than ash. However, by God's good graces, we are able to disable parts of the vehicle and damage sections, like the track or a pesky weapon. Here's an example. The landship has a large track, a dangerous front, and 2 turrets either side of it. Disable the track, it stops moving, but it's still dangerous. Now focus fire on the side turret, and when that goes down, the tank is basically finished. You can continue to attack it without fear of it killing you. It can't turn, and the only weapon that can damage you is done for. So don't waste your time or ammunition and grenades on just spamming the front of a vehicle. Use your brain and coordinate with your squad. Destroy the most dangerous part, stop it from moving, attack the weak spots, and you'll be a true tank destroyer. Your support and your assault teammates can destroy enemy armor so effectively with the anti-tank grenades, dynamite, rocket guns, and that mighty limpet charge. Use them all and use your brain. You're turning into a real warrior and a leader of men, but I expect it won't be long before I see you wandering my halls desperate for more training and knowledge. I'd expect nothing less, and perhaps soon you'll be ready to take a seat on my war council. But until that wonderful day when I'll embrace you like a real man with an overly furtive and fractionally too long hug that only men that have seen the horrors of war can do, you'll know that your heroic status is not yet emblazoned in the history books, but it's yet to come. Now, before you leave, please do give me some feedback. Although I'm sure I don't need it, Marjorie in HR believes it's the right thing to do. It does help, so give me a thumbs up and leave a comment and share this video with your nearest and dearest, your friends and your contemporaries. Share the wealth of my knowledge with those less fortunate than yourself, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. For more profound nonsense, tips and tricks and all things Battlefield 1, I'm DRBC007, signing off.